Hello everyone, my name is Uthris and welcome back to another episode of Banished. We are looking over the town. Actually, I haven't named any of these towns, so maybe, like, the whole region's called Aldford, but we might want to actually start naming these places because currently I'm just kind of talking to them in abstract terms. Like, this is the town that makes wood, this is the town that makes iron and metal, and then like the farming quadrant, and then the Nordic village. So I don't know if I should name these areas or not. I'm awful at names. I can't name something to save my life. I'm just awful at it. I never like them. So whatever. Anyways, we're starting out here. You can see there's some snowflakes. You know, people are a little cold. But I want to go over what I've been working on a little bit between episodes here. Just detailing out some of these kind of end spots. I added a bunch of boats along the docks so that they can get tied into the local area a little bit. I went ahead and detailed around the town hall here. Added a gazebo, some hedge work as well, just so it's all nice. I made squirrel statues because, you know, why not? Hey, maybe that's their mascot or something. Yeah, trim around the church. The church has some crypts out the back as well. So overall, I think this town is basically 100% done, which kind of leads us to what we need to do this episode. I do want to go over some stats here initially. If we go to the overview page, we have, it's year 61. It's late winter, so it's kind of about to become spring again. We have 170 homes, 212 families, 492 total citizens. And this is their breakout here. Clothed, 64%, educated, 76%. So these are going down. Because we've kind of had a little bit of an explosion of population once we kind of finish this area. And because of that, if we look here, the past 50 years of our food production, we're at our lowest point in the past 25 years of food. This took a sharp decline here lately because we just have so many more people. So we need to try and address that before people start dying, of course. Our population has been pretty steady, though, over the past 50 years. So hopefully we can kind of make up for this. You can see kind of the last time we had a bit of a population decline, especially during the measles outbreak. So hopefully we can make it. Let's bring up some of the... Let me bring up the world map, too. I want to talk a little bit more about what we got going. So down here in the bottom right corner, this is currently where we are. This is the village supplying a whole bunch of lumber to the region. Right here on the other side of the lake, this is where we're harvesting a bunch of the metal. Some farmland, a little bit of a breadbasket there. The Nordic Celtic village is right here along. This is where we started. And then down here, you'll notice a nice clearing. And I've been clearing out room for the next town. You can see it's actually pretty far away from everything else. I already have a little bit of a gatherer's post here. I'm going to make another gatherer's post down here as well to provide some food and some quick access to supplies and some homes for workers and stuff while we try and get this kind of detailed out. And then from here, after this is made, I don't know if we're going to do another village or hop straight into the city, but the city is going to go on this large island, peninsula thing. And I actually went ahead and filled in some of the water. You can see where the old water kind of came over to. And this is just to give me a little bit more land to work with in this area. It's not going to reflect anything on the map, sadly, but when we build structures on here, you won't be able to tell it's on water anyways. Also filled in this creek that was kind of winding its way through here. Didn't really make sense to me to have it. I think it'll also get in the way of all the farms that we'll probably need in this area long term to help feed this giant dense city that I want to build through here. So we'll see how well that works out. Long term, I might even have to chop off some of this part of the lake a little bit just to keep expanding the city. I have no clue. I have never successfully made a full-on city in Banished yet, so I think this save might be going the farthest. Alright, so we can bring up all the menus again. You can see we're down to about 7,000 food. It's not very good. Over here, I laid out some roads for the base foundation of this town. We're going to have a quarry, which will be providing a lot of the stone for the area. We also need some... I don't know if there's like stoneworks or anything like that we might need as a profession-wise to make tools. I know there is brickworks, but I don't think they really make anything that we don't already have access to. There's a statue carver, which might be kind of cool to place down here as like a little trade item. And that would kind of unlock statue crafting for us. But this whole episode's pretty much trying to lay out this area and seeing if we can get this built before we starve to death. We have 94 laborers and 41 builders. That's a lot of people. I'm gonna do ×5 speed, and we're gonna start probably with a little bit of a town hall here. If I can find one that works. As you progress through and keep adding town halls, you're gonna find that they're gonna you're gonna run out of them, essentially. Oh, this village town hall I can build multiple of, so maybe we could do this one again. So let's do this, and to here. And I would like... I'm surprised that this is... I would like to have like another 2-way road and then maybe like a single wide there. It's like a side street. That should probably work out. Okay, so food-wise, I don't know what this thing's gonna produce, to be honest. Or what we really need out of here to get this thing really started. Brickworks, kiln, medieval bricks and roof tiles with clay. You know, I might have another clay pit down here. That might be a good thing to do. Raw materials, hardwood forester, new trees. I might need a hardwood forester too. But yeah, here, we'll do a clay pit. So I'll kind of throw that back there. And then production-wise, we'll do a couple kilns, I think. Let's remove this and maybe make it double wide. Now there's a brickworks too, but I don't know really what it needs to be made. So let me place this real quick. It just requires clay. Yeah, this is brickworks creates hot blasted shaped bricks for advanced building, and then a kiln makes bricks and roof tiles. As well. Let me go back to my brickworks on this village here, because we do have one. Yeah, it's not gonna make tiles or anything like that, so we'll use the other version. Alright. Back to production. Kiln. The space there. Come down kind of like that. So just have a double kiln there. That should work out just fine. We're gonna need some raw storage. Plenty of that for all this clay and stuff. Not a huge fan of how quickly they get clay gathered. It can kind of create a bit of an issue long term. Specialized warehouse. General warehouse. Nah. What other productions do we need? Wagon workshop? We already got one of those. Industrial fuel, char burner. Small fuel refinery. Fuel refinery, nah. We already got all this stuff. Luxuries, anything in here? Doesn't look like it. What do I need to get sand? Because I wouldn't mind getting a glassworks out here. Actually. A shore hut produces 5 to 7 sand, or some clay. So that's something. There's also a shore house, which does sand and clay can be dug up. Okay, so we'll just build along that riverbank there, that little stream. That would be nice. Go ahead, expand this road out here so they can kind of cross at that point. Those are food. Whoa, we're down to 1,500. We're about to lose. We're about to lose just about everyone, which is pretty scary. What else we got? Oh wow, we had a whole bunch of people running down here to drop off supplies before they start starving. So yeah, we'll need glassworks. There's 2 different versions. There's like just a standard one, and then this. I really like this one more, but I think this actually requires sand, so we can't really build those until we start harvesting sand, which is fine. That'll work out. I don't need joinery. Don't really need a candle maker. Statue carver, yeah. I think I mentioned that I wanted that. So let's like create 2 of them. 2 different types of statues to be made. Trying to get the production stuff laid out first, because the rest is kind of just going to be homes and other items. Oh, we need a market. That's a very important structure to get in here. Hopefully early. I could build a custom one if I wanted to. Log depot? I don't even, what does that even do? Log dealer was 6,800, okay. Emporium? This doesn't really fit anything. General store? That's, I always thought this building looked a little too fantasy-like. This is the standard market. And to be honest, this might work if I throw it right behind the town hall there. That might be cool. And then we'll just encircle it with a road. Probably a 2 wide all the way. Preserve food low. Yep, we're already getting some starving people. So this is what we'll do. I'm gonna dump down how many builders we have. I'm gonna stop working on the quarry, please. That would be great. I don't need anyone down here working. I need them to be building, so that long term this whole area will function. Find a cool barn for the area. Maybe a bigger barn would be cool. Textile storage? No. Miscellaneous barn? No, that's like a different thing. Viking stock vault. Huh. It's kind of interesting. I don't... It's so weird. Like, I never really feel like I run into all the different types. I think one of these different sets has a barn that I can use. Yeah, like a big old normal barn. There's a tiny version of it, so... I think here and here would be fine. That'll provide pretty much all the storage we need. Okay, we already got 7 starving people. So I'm a little scared. This is gonna be a lot of deaths incoming here. If I had to guess, we're gonna lose at least 100 solid people. At least, you know, because this is a fairly recent issue that's kind of coming up here. No, don't need any of that. How about a, we will need a new church. I might try and find just like the default church that was always available, or the small chapel place too. Where's the default one? Chapel, this one? Yeah. So even just the default one looks good. I'm always pretty happy with the way the default one looks. We'll kind of center it off. Space it out 1 though. So we'll center it on that market area. So it'll go like town hall, market, church. Should work. We're also gonna need a school. Because this is exactly why we're running into this issue here, and all the people dying a little bit. It's just simply, I think a lot of our people kind of grew up and they weren't educated. And that's creating a bit of an issue. I wonder if I should... How many people can this old grammar school? 25 students? That's not really much more than the small village school, which honestly fits the size of the town a little bit more. I'm just gonna throw it like that. Okay. Health-wise, not sure. We do like a village hospital thing. Which may look okay. No, doesn't look right. There's a standard hospital. Let me put that right across the street from the town hall. That should function fine. A whole bunch of people starving right now. And I apologize, but not much I can do for you guys at that moment. So that'll take care of all the civic buildings. Have they finished building stuff out here yet? Not yet. This is another gatherer's point that we need so that we can store food. If the worst case scenario happens where I really start losing all my workers, like I'm talking all of them, kind of like what it's doing right now, I'll take everyone out of the mines. I'll take everyone out of production. I'm going to switch them to gatherers and farmers. And that's kind of like my fallback plan that I'm going to have here. And then what will happen is, at least our food will be covered. Nothing else will be covered, but as our population grows, we'll start producing things again, and we'll have to kind of turn things back on. This is not my first rodeo of watching my population really kind of flux here dramatically. First step though is I'll shut down all their schools, because we have 62 people locked into schools right now. In fact, I might shut them down now. Because it is... No. that might force them to have children, which will also drain our food. So that'll be when I'm kind of really low on laborers. I'll open them up to get an influx of laborers, so that we can get things moving still. And then that'll be a good time to open that up, I think. Melting house, don't need that. Here's some different type of workers here. Glassworks, yeah, we're already making these. Shore house, we've already placed some of these stuff down, so that's fine. I guess we can just kind of go straight to homes. Unlike our other villages, this one's not going to have like a dock space. I might do some light fishing areas. Maybe if we can squeeze them in. We might have to do like a small one, like one of these, you know. But this stream doesn't really hold too much opportunities for fish. We'll place those two as a temporary solution. New foods gatherer, what are we at? We're down to 80. Yeah, people are just dying left and right. Perfect. Exactly what I like to see. We can maybe get like a deer butcher or something along here, just to kind of expand upon the market a bit. Oh boy, it's about to get real rough, guys. I mean, oh no, that noise, that dinging noise. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Stop it. Stop it. I'm afraid. Production. Polished gemstones. While that is maybe not what we're harvesting here, we might be able to process some of our gems that we got from the other mines. Yeah, so we'll have like a gem cutters, I think. As well. Something like that should work. I need to expand the roads a little bit. Just to get some of this stuff in here. Always a good idea. Get multiple paths around. You can also then just come in here with I think I have like some sort of storage thing. Yes, we do. Do we have one for stone? Yes. There we go. Hopefully they'll use all that stone storage for the most part. It's kind of like a hard stone area to use. We're down to 45. Okay, it's scary. It's a scary time. What's all this stuff? This is ore furnace, iron out of ore. I don't really need that. Tool shed? Oh, that's what we need. We need some toolsmiths here to make some tools. You can see we have a bit of a village shortage of tools. City blacksmith or just blacksmith? What is that? Just... I want to double up every building. Probably not. Probably wouldn't do us any good. Probably wouldn't look good either. I like the village workshop, but There's also the village blacksmith, which is pretty cool looking, guys. So yeah, we'll make one of those. We need probably a tailor as well. What does this need? All manner advanced clothing types? No, I'll probably just need a standard kind of tailor. More so than anything. Which I guess it can kind of fit in on this block. Okay. This is a lot of stuff to build down here. And now, this is the quarry area, right? So maybe we should actually work in some of the vanilla stone homes. To kind of show that, hey, these guys work with stone. A little bit. That might be pretty cool. Still got people dying off, but to be honest, it's slowing down a little bit. Not by much, but, you know, every little bit helps. What we got over here? Storage barn, that's not built yet. Did I place a hunting cabin? I did, and I think I did place... I thought I placed, at least, a wood chopper, but I guess not. No, wait, it's right here. Yep, we have a forest chopper there. So we're going to have to get a firewood person, too. Where's that refined? Yep. Village firewood yard. Something like that. And in fact, this one over here is going to need it, too. You can't rely too heavily on your traders. Like, you can lean on them a little bit to help. But in areas like this, you do need to produce your own firewood. It's too far away to really expect anything like that. Let's close the schools. We're gonna go ahead and close the schools. We need to release these kiddos. Boom, just like that. So we're back up at a good level of workers. I'll reopen the schools so that any future kids will slowly be worked through the system. That'll kind of slow down our returned population another time. And I guess they're not here right now. We can always hope for like a large nomad population to come through too after this crisis has been resolved. It's a little crazy what's going on over here. I don't know if you guys know this, but I bought chickens. We got a whole bunch of them over here now. They're loud. They're definitely real loud. A couple of the teachers are homeless, or, well, out of the job, but that should fix itself. I would hope so. Alright, times 10 normal speed. We'll cruise along here. It's about 30 minutes through the episode, so what I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to do a little bit of a cut. I'm going to cut to see if we do survive this food crisis. I'm going to cut to see what this kind of looks like built up a little bit so you guys can get a good feel for it. And, well, that is if we survive the crisis. If this doesn't change in terms of if this is built up or not, you know we didn't survive the crisis. So definitely, you know what, we'll see. Let's get some bad news. The food crisis is over. It literally just ended. But now we have a cholera outbreak across the region. Now, luckily, we have less people. So hopefully it shouldn't spread too quickly. Downside, we have less people. If people start dying, we can't recover. Oh man, it's a double hit episode, and that's the thing that Banished does to you. Like, you think everything's peachy keen, and then all of a sudden, it ain't peachy keen anymore. I could accept these 84 nomads as a way to shore up our people. This is a high risk thing. So this is the thing when you accept nomads in this game, everyone. It's a double-edged sword. They're not educated. They're all generally adults when they come over. So what will happen is that 84 number is going to turn into 160 real quick. And my food stores are not recovered enough, I don't think, to fully accept them quite well. Because we don't have a stockpile yet. If I was all stocked up and ready to go, I would accept them in a heartbeat. In fact, I think there's even more nomads. At least there was. Even down here too, so there's another 76. I could essentially fully replenish all the people that just died from starvation. But as you know, they'll just starve again. And then we have a whole bunch of people with cholera. It's not looking too good. I'm gonna have to speed up time. I'm not gonna accept these nomads. It's hard not to accept these nomads because I need them. I drastically need the workforce. But with the way cholera is going through the region, they're leaving. They're leaving. That's... And these guys already left. This might have been a mistake. If people start dying from cholera, there ain't gonna be any food shortage because everyone's gonna be dead. Oh, that's no good. We are out of spare laborers at this moment. I need to drastically shift workforce around. This is what I've been doing, by the way, for about a couple in-game years already. And these things down here, they're obviously not producing the bulk of the food that we're using. So I'm going to get rid of them. These down here, these fisheries, they're not as useful currently. Get rid of those. The rice fields, they're alright. I think, sadly, there's a bit of an issue with them just simply because of the people moving around. So I'm going to keep them. I'm going to turn off this butchery here. I'm gonna turn off some of these production things so I don't get confused as to what's actually working here. I don't need reeds currently. In fact, up here too, I don't need these reeds either. Who is Homeward? Oh, dredgers? So I guess they have their own category? Okay, so we'll get rid of those. We'll get rid of some of these fishermen. Alright, let's see what the last homeless person is a dock worker. Which is one of these, I thought, right? Isn't that what a dock worker is? I'll just get rid of them by going through here. Here it is. There we go. So that should fix that. We're up to 26 people with cholera. Food is recovered. We're gaining food again. We just need to be able to survive this secondary disaster and hopefully make it through. It's not only do my citizens have coronavirus, They're also starving. That seems to be the way this is going to go. 52 of them have the virus. I don't have a good medical center either. Like, I have a bathhouse, which helps keep them somewhat healthier. Oh my god, it's jumping. Oh no. I should have accepted those people. That's it. We're out. This might be it. I'm gonna take everyone off dock worker. No more dock workers allowed. We're gonna shut down chicken breeding. Oh no. What are the chances of this? Everyone has cholera. I don't know if they even can recover from this without the hospital. I don't think they can. It's about to be a wipe. This is like the perfect storm of terrible luck in Banished. The only thing that would make this worse is if something caught on fire or a tornado showed up, but luckily we have those turned off. Oh no. I had to kind of just let it go. Hopefully enough people die with it to not spread it. We're gonna get rid of all the foresters. I need the gatherers. I need at least the gatherers working and the vendors working. I don't need the trader. I can cut back on trader. I need the vendors working. I can cut back probably on the woodcutters to 10. Workers, I'm gonna cut those back. I don't even know what they do. Hunters is a lesser food resource, so that's fine. Herdsmen will keep. But I need full farmers, full people making tools. I need full tailors. Get rid of all these drudgers. Okay, we're down to our last 5 cases of cholera. They could, again, it can go back up again, depending, you know? You kind of never know with diseases when they're actually over. 2, 1. I'm going to have to assign these guys to pick up. We haven't had enough laborers to pick up these food sources. So they're just sitting in the field now. Also, we're growing potatoes. Fun fact. That's one good news. We still have 1 person with cholera. They're kind of in the middle of nowhere. I hope they kind of just keel over and die. Please don't spread it again. It always starts with 1. That's all it takes. They might as well, like when they're doing the COVID-19 simulations, they should just have a guy play Banished. And just be like, yeah, this is what's happening in New York right now. It's awful. Don't go there. Stay inside. But no, they never listen. And that crisis is averted. And it looks like we get to live. We're gonna live, I think. That was rough. Do I have teachers still? I need teachers. I do. Okay. Because what I'm gonna have to do now, between this episode and next episode, which is finishing up the stonemasons town, I'm gonna have to slowly increase the population, reintroduce the jobs to the citizens, finish that town, make sure my food supply is secure, and then finish up the new town. That is our objective on the next episode of Banished. Once this town is stable, once we have more food, we'll think about introducing the city. Now, the city is going to be the hardest thing. I'm going to have no real food production in there. we're going to have a lot of food consumption, a lot of material consumption, and exporting those. And then I'm going to rely probably on traders for food, and then expanding the breadbasket of the area to be absolutely massive. Just massive. And we're going to rely on traders to be moving these where they need to go and balancing the economy. It's going to be a crazy few episodes. I hope this works. I have never gotten this plan to work in a save of Banished. So far, this has probably been my closest. We're getting there. We're surviving. We're hanging on in there. And I hope you guys are excited to get into an actual city with walls and canals. It's going to be crazy. Anyways, thanks everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to subscribe for more creative goodness such as this. Hit that like button. Let me know down below if you think this is not going to work, and how many more years. Take a guess on how many more years we're going to survive. It's spring the year 66. And, you know, we'll see if you're right come near the end of the series. Who is good at guessing how many years this place is going to live? And with that, I'll see you all in the next video.